Ah, that's a nice view. Ah, so calming.
Boom shakalaka.
Hey there, welcome back to S Tier. I'm Anik,
And I'm Harry.
and today we're gonna see the BYD Seal Performance.
Let's go.
The BYD Seal, the Chinese 530 horsepower machine now available in Malaysia in sedan form. It's got the tech along its power. It beats the Tesla Model 3 in gliding through the wind. It has the acceleration that pokes supercar speeds. And for what it offers, it's a damn bargain, and it aims to make its mark in the luxury EV sedan competition.
It closes. Okay, now let's talk about the exterior and how this thing looks. As per usual, we start with the front profile. The first thing you might notice, this thing, you might think this looks like a Taycan, Porsche Taycan, or maybe a Tesla Roadster. But it's kind of a thing that goes on in the car industry where someone makes a certain kind of design and it becomes a trend. So everybody does it. And this doesn't really make it look bad. It fits the design perfectly. And most of the time, on how EVs look, I usually hate when EVs have this really wide front bumper. You know how EVs don't have grills since they don't need it to have any air intake?
Yeah, they're
So-
missing a face.
Yeah, it's just usually blank here. It's just a flat surface.
No mouth.
Yeah, so with them making this part more narrow and then adding this certain indent here, as you can see, there's this curve, it curves inside. It adds a little bit more personality to it. It's like a face. But speaking of the headlights earlier, this headlight is called the W light. The component inside the headlight is called a W light, but here these are actually lights. They light up when you turn on the lights basically, and they're called ripple lights because, as you know, this is called the BYD Seal, and the BYD usually makes their cars based on sea creatures, and with sea creatures they also implement oceanic properties to it. Like in terms of the design, even the names ripple lights are kind of has a oceanic vibe to it. But overall, the
Yeah,
front,
I mean, the name does give it away.
yeah, it's really good. It's a seal. But honestly, I think a more fitting name for this, by just how mean it looks, kind of more like a BYD Shark. Shark is a more fitting name, in my opinion.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, because seals are cute. This thing looks angry.
Seals are cute, harmless creatures. And then we have this.
Yeah, it's very angry. It looks like it's gonna eat someone. Moving on to the side here, we have these 19-inch rims, beautifully designed. And it doesn't really use, say, the kind of rims where, you know, the Mercedes EQS has this certain kind of specific rims for EVs, because they have this kind of weight resistance problem for the car, for the motor, so it has to need a special rim. No, they don't use that for this. They use this regular old wheels. By the design of it, I like it very much. Okay, design. It also looks like fins here. Looks like fish fins. By here, you know
Yeah,
how
it looks very unique. Not
Yeah.
like just, you know, the regular frame rims. that you always see.
Doesn't look like the usual spoke kind of rims. Even the rims, like how I said earlier, it has oceanic elements to its design. So this looks like fins, fish fins. You know how the fins have these veins inside of it instead of the fish fins? Yeah. And this looks like shark gills. BYD design. It looks like shark. Even here, you have these gills.
Just by how aggressive it looks.
Yeah. So I'm just curious why they name it seal instead of shark. Or maybe not even shark. Maybe something more fish-like. Maybe a sailfish. You know, the one with the long nose.
The swordfish?
Yeah, swordfish, aka also a sailfish. Because there's also a banana fish, aka even a sailfish. And the side profile. Okay.
What are we thinking?
Proportionally, it's good. Okay. The side profile from the slanted back and the proportionally front, where it's not too long, doesn't have an engine, so it doesn't need to be that long. But it also has a frunk. If you don't know what frunk is, basically a front trunk. They call it a frunk.
Ah.
The UK people call it that. I'm technically UK myself. Hey, that sounds Texan. No.
Never mind, no.
From the rear, for some reason this headlight, no, not headlight, the brake lights remind me of the Dodge Charger, the SRT Charger for some reason, since it's big here and then it narrows down, it's big again.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
The trunk, the brake light is just connected from one end to another.
Yeah, and then it's just huge, small, huge. And then these, see this? This is what makes the car sporty. Okay? And in my opinion, since they added the fish element kind of design with ocean creatures, I really wish they just do it for all of them. Okay, not just for the front. Like here, they could have also added like more of the veins for the diffuser. So
Yeah,
make it
like
even,
what we already seen from the front and the side.
yeah. So why just stop at the front and the side? Go it all. Okay, do it all at once. Put the fish designs on the diffusers as well. Some people may say it looks kind of, I say, all over the place, or maybe even messy, since it's not a sports car, it's a luxury sedan with very high performance. Supercar killer, I dare say, kind of performance. But at the end of the day, it's not a sports car, it's a luxury sedan.
Yeah, they are introducing their theme like oceanic. So it would be nice if they could implement that on, more on the back as well.
Yeah,
just like how they did on the front and the side.
every aspect of it.
Every aspect of it.
With here we got the all-wheel drive since it's dual motor, and BYD Seal. So usually you get the Type R or maybe the M badge, AMG. Nah, you get the 3.8 second badge. Just a boast of your 0 to 60 time. I don't think any car brand has ever done that before. Hey? No, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think any car brand has boasted physically their 0 to 60 time. Okay, now we covered how this thing looks. Let's cover about the storage area, the storage space, because you know how this is a luxury sedan, so it needs to be luxurious. A sedan, it has to do sedan things, it has to do daily-able things. So let's check out the front, since it's an EV, it doesn't have an engine. So let's see how the front looks like, the storage area. If I can find how to open it.
Technical issue. Whoa, where is the
Wait a minute.
engine? Isn't what?
Is this a cover? Oh, I thought there was an engine inside.
Not gonna lie, the cover already tricked me.
Yeah,
First time I saw it.
they had us the first time, not gonna lie. So this, it's kind of different. It's decent amount of space. You can put maybe a kid's bag here.
Yeah, this is not what I was expecting.
This is decent for a frunk, okay? I've seen frunks smaller than this, even weird shape. Like there's a certain car where the frunk is an L. I don't know why.
Adapting.
Yeah, so this is a decent amount of storage, and they covered the whole front part to make it even look more tidy, so it doesn't look that messy, which is smart on their part.
Yes, hiding everything so you cannot see the engine.
Yep.
While you're storing anything you
Wait,
can.
there's no engine.
Oh,
But the design of the front cover
it
makes it
got us.
look like an engine.
you got us. Got
Yeah.
us.
So they even added fish designs inside here. Looks like gills.
Look at that.
So why won't they do it for the diffuser at the rear?
Oh,
I messed that up. Okay, let's check out.
that hydraulic just.
Let's check out the trunk. Okay, so for the trunk, decent amount of space. Wait.
How much space we're seeing?
You know how they say, well, I'm not gonna use liters here. People usually use liters for the storage
Yeah.
measurement. I'm gonna use bodies. Since one body can fit inside of a bag, you can clearly fit two bodies here.
Wait,
So
hang
you
on.
can fit two huge bags.
Wait, Austin.
Yes, it's very big. You can fit two bodies here.
I guess you're not wrong.
So interior.
Interior time.
God diggity damn, that's a good slam. Woo! Oh,
Well, it's a new car, I guess. So, of course, it felt good.
it's a heavy door.
It's a heavy door.
Yep, it's a heavy door. Okay, let's talk about the interior, shall we?
Interior. So, first thing first, very spacious.
It's very spacious. Even the headroom. I have this much headroom for someone tall as me. Keep in mind, I'm 6 foot at least. I don't know the exact height, but I'm 6 foot.
Yeah,
at
he's
least.
6 foot. He's like 180 something cm,
I'm not
and I'm
just-
like 170 something.
I'm not just tall, I'm huge.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm. Okay.
And for us, it's already spacious.
Yeah.
Like this feels so good. Like you can, like our leg space. Like I'm satisfied right now. I can't say much.
I don't feel cramped at all. So yeah, the first thing when you sit in the chair, you feel like you're in a warm, like in a cuddly embrace.
Yeah.
It's like you feel someone hugging you.
Like not gonna lie, I can sleep in this. Like this feels good. I don't know if it's just me and every car, but I don't know why this is sleepable. I can sleep in this. I can probably live off this.
Yeah, it's not just the how the seat is designed, but also how squishy, how comfortable the seat is. Even the headrest, like it's so comfortable.
Like how will you call this? Can you call this chair like? Can you call this seat sporty?
It's not a sporty seat. It's a luxurious seat. Okay, the seat's got it's got cooling and it's got heating. It's a cooling seat and heating seat. It can cool and heat your butt.
Just in case if you guys into that.
Actually, people do want that because when you're buying expensive cars, people will expect a certain level of luxury when you're buying such an expensive car. So this, at this price, with this amount of luxury that we get, is pretty good. It's very good.
This is so good.
Yeah, because we can. Okay, the design of it, besides of the luxury aspect, you have to also look luxurious. And from the design of it, like we said earlier, there's the fish kind of elements. There's also some kind of fish element inside as well. As you can see here.
Yeah,
from the doors-
they heavily implemented that theme here. It's like
Yeah.
what I'm seeing right now. It's just fins.
Yeah.
Everywhere I can see right now.
There's even the door here. I can see it being like a fish fin, like a very long fin. And for the even the air conditioning, see there's these lines here, just like
That's
the
for fish.
yeah, the strokes on the fish's fin. We say fin so many times because what other parts do fish have?
Yeah, like I can't even say scales because I can't say it. I can't say it right now.
I guess I can say the this part of the.
Oh yeah,
handle.
the door handle. Yeah, the door handle is very much a fin or a scale.
It looks like a fish. You know how you buy a fish and you
Yeah, you
scrub
gotta remove the scale, yeah.
This is what it looks like.
Yeah.
But there's also speakers on the door handle. It's not just the bottoms. It's got up here as well.
Yeah, this looks so good. The door looks so well done.
Mm-hmm.
Like I really like the design. It reminds me of like why do you design this like it's gotta be aerodynamic?
There's it's not really like aerodynamic. I guess it's still the because fishes, when you think about it, naturally are aerodynamic. Yeah.
But it's just underwater.
Yeah. But even from by the design, also the materials here, you have vegan leather.
Oh yeah,
So-
so if you haven't checked out the other video,
Mhm.
so Austin really did talk about that, about how cars make different materials for different stuff on your dashboard and doors. And it's very questionable.
Sometimes, yeah.
Some of them.
Yeah.
So, but this one, yeah, I'm liking this.
Yeah, you get Alcantara here on the dash, even some part of the door as well. This part Alcantara. And
What's
then you
this
have some
squishy?
plastic.
Where is this squish? This?
Oh, this is just like the almost the same as the sofa material.
Yeah, it's just cushion. They just have cushion here.
Yeah, but this is vegan leather, same as the seats. This is vegan leather in general. I think this is vegan leather.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then hard plastic.
The hard plastic, also this metallic texture. I always thought vegan leather was leather made out of dead vegans.
No.
Because you know how they love animals, so in replace of the animals they
will sacrifice themselves. Oh my
yeah, for their
God.
own skin. So that's vegan leather.
Oh, that's horrifying.
I used
That's
to think
so
it's that.
bad. That's so horrifying. I can't
Okay.
believe it.
Look, so then there's this stitching as well. As you can see, this stitching. There is a mix of gray and blue. Really fitting.
Yeah,
really
what's this?
fish-like.
Is this like sky blue or cyan?
This is, I think, it's more. I wouldn't call it ocean blue. It's not ocean blue, right?
No, I can't call it ocean blue.
Hmm.
Hey, that looks oceany.
Okay.
I mean, ocean blue and sky blue is just the same.
And then apart from that, we also have this huge infotainment system. Okay?
Yeah.
The infotainment system is really big as expected from an EV. Even Teslas, not even Tesla, just cars nowadays have really huge infotainment system, especially for the luxury cars and high-end expensive cars most of the time.
Yeah.
And this is really neat because the infotainment is really responsive. It's like an iPad at this point. It's
Yeah,
got-
this is really beautiful. I'm really loving this.
And it's got Apple CarPlay and on Android Auto. It also has voice commands. So if you say, "Hi BYD, open the radio."
Opening radio.
That's it. No hands needed.
Yeah. BYD, "Hi BYD, close the radio."
Closing radio.
Yeah.
Done.
And the neat part is it can detect where the direction of the voice is coming from. Let's per se the passenger, for the voice is from the passenger side, and you want to turn off the air conditioning up or down. It only applies to the passenger side where the voice is coming from.
Yeah. Hi BYD. Turn the air conditioner off.
This function is not yet supported.
Okay, yeah, maybe not turn off the air conditioner. Hi BYD.
Turn it to on.
Turn the air conditioner to 21.
Okay, I've adjusted the temperature to 21 degrees.
Yeah, look, if you can see what we're seeing right now.
Yeah, it only applies to the passenger seat because the command came from the passenger. But if I were to say, hi BYD, turn all air conditioners to 18.
Okay, I've
Yeah.
adjusted the temperature to 18 degrees in all the seats.
Yeah,
Just like that.
just like that. So, like I said earlier, from last videos, I've said before how touch screens are very distracting, and it's a hazard when you're driving. Is you kind of need to see the screen every so often.
Yeah, it's so distracting when
Yeah.
you're driving and you
It's-
gotta see the entertainment.
Yeah, it's really dangerous. But for this, it's really convenient because they have the voice command.
Yeah, the smart assistant just really helps out a lot.
Yeah,
Rather than you gotta look at it every time you just wanna like pick a song or turn down the air conditioner.
yeah.
But instead you have this.
And another neat thing is, see. Oh! It turns, it rotates, and becomes portrait mode. So there's not really much more use of this, but when I think of it, it's much more easier to use the navigation system, the GPS, in portrait mode because it shows you a lot of the road ahead rather than in horizontal mode.
Yeah, that's true.
And then if you want to turn it back, ta-da! And it turns back.
I was worried it was going to hit my leg just now.
Yeah, mainly because we're tall, but it won't hit our leg. Yeah, it won't because here's my leg's fully stretched, and then if I pull it back, it won't hit the screen. So that's neat.
That's neat. Okay.
Okay, so
How's the gear shift looking on it?
oh yeah, the gear shifter, the gear selector. It's got this crystal. Okay, it's inside of this neat looking crystal, very beautifully designed. It looks very luxurious, and all the basic controls are here. You got the parking, the auto settings for the climate control, the drive modes, the emergency signals, all can be found here. And this is as simplistic as it gets because this is what you need. That basically in Teslas, how I hate to say this, but how in Teslas they get very too simplistic, too minimal. Yeah, too minimal until the point it gets too bland. So this is the perfect amount, the mix of between luxurious and minimalism.
Yeah, it doesn't take away much from what your current car is, and to just how different it looks like to Teslas.
This is just the right amount of buttons.
Yeah.
And then for the steering wheel, the steering wheel is beautifully designed and it feels great.
Oh god.
It feels great. And you have the basic automatic assist controls here on the steering wheels, and you have this huge BYD badge
Must
on the
have
middle
it.
of the steering.
You must have it.
Yeah. And for the gauge cluster, the speedometer, it's very how to say this, simple yet it gives you the necessary things needed. As you can see, how much kilowatt you're using, and how even the speed limit shows you the current speed limit, and the if the lane assist control is on, and even the torque vectoring. Since this is a all-wheel drive EV, it has torque vectoring, shows you how much torque. No, how much, not how much torque, but how much kilowatts is going through the wheels.
Yeah, because it's electric. It's not the engine. Talk about the best part.
Yeah, because besides you got the gauge cluster, you also have a heads-up display. So you don't really need to look down. You just need to look up. So you just see your speed, how fast you're going, how much is the speed limit, and either your lane assist system is on. So it's very, very nice and pretty neat.
Yeah, it's pretty neat. I really like it.
Yeah.
When Austin was looking at it, I was just confused because from my side, I don't see anything. But from his, he can see everything.
The heads-up display. And then moving on, near the gear selector, we have these two wireless charging stations. This is wireless charging, by the way. It's you can put very big phones here, two of them. So if you don't really need to put any phone, just put any items here. It's a huge space you can put stuff. And then for the cup holders, we have two cup holders here. It's got it can go down. I just discovered this.
What? So
Only one part. It can go down.
I never knew I needed this. We do go down.
We don't need this. We must have this.
We must have this.
Okay, so there's parts, the things that stick out of the cup holders that keep the cup in place, like
So
there's a
it
lock.
holds cups.
This is a small cup holder.
Well, good enough for your what do you say, McDonald's or Subway's orders, Subway drinks.
Yeah, you can put fast food cups here, but I don't really see a full-on bottle fitting in here,
Yeah.
like a huge bottle. And then we have the storage over here. It's really spacious compared to what we reviewed last time, which is the Honda City. This fits deep. Fits deep. I can even I can even fit my whole arm in here.
Your full elbow.
My
full
whole elbow.
inside.
It's
That's
very
all my
big.
space.
It's very spacious. And then there's more. If you look under
But wait, there's more.
Yeah, wait, there's more. Under here, under the main
Main charging port on the top.
I guess I can say, I would say this is a level, okay, like how buildings are. This is the first floor and this is the underground floor.
This is the underground floor.
Yeah, so we also have this huge compartment. Yeah, it's a storage. You can put so many things here. I can't exaggerate it enough. It's very big. It's as
Wait, I wanna see if I can fit a full A4 paper under here.
yeah.
Let's see. Oh my god!
It fits.
You
It fits.
can put your entire file under here.
Yeah.
Oh, that's sick.
Without disturbing any of the passenger or the driver's feet.
That's so
It's
good.
very spacious. That's just how big this car is. It's got a huge wheelbase.
And I just noticed charging port on the underground level here.
Yeah. You might not be able to see it at first, but it's there. You can feel it. It might be a hard.
There's a USB port, micro SD, and what do you call this again? USB-C port.
Yeah, USB-C port. But it might be hard for you to put it in since you can't really see it. It's hard to see. You just gonna have to feel it.
Yeah, you can't see it.
Yeah, it's neat design-wise, but the practicality wise for the charging points, not so much. But I guess it makes up for. Yeah, it's a huge storage space
Yeah,
for you to put phones.
You already got too much space here.
I mean, you already have this. This is you only have the wireless charging station, and you have this.
Like how much phones?
How many phones do you have?
How many phones do you have? That you need like 4 spaces.
Yeah. Okay, and then we have this huge sunroof expanding.
Wait, a sunroof?
Yeah, look up. We can take this off. It's not really automatic. You have to take this off manually. But this whole roof is glass. You can see.
Oh crap!
You didn't notice?
I didn't notice from what we just experienced first time.
Yeah. If you just lay back.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
A few minutes later.
Yeah. That's the view. That's the stuff.
I can't see anything. That's the view. That's the stuff. What stuff? What view? But can you imagine just laying back with someone and just looking up at the stars? That's the dream. Let my thoughts run wild, okay?
Okay, for the passenger seat, it's also really spacious. Okay, it can fit me, a 6-foot tall guy, without any issues. Though headroom might be a little issue since the rear is a bit slanted there. But for the legroom, it's very spacious.
Very spacious. Like, can't say enough. This car is just full of spaces. Got so much space for legroom, so much space for head, and I don't know what's more to say.
Space age technology. Okay, so we're gonna talk about how this thing feels like when you're driving it, when it's in actual practical use. So the first thing I'm noticing is the steering is very light. Okay, since it's a steer-by-wire car, yeah, it's very light, and you can feel like you're gripping the ground a lot. Since this car is very heavy, so it's around 2 tons of battery power. Because this is the performance variant, the 3.8 second performance, and it's a little heavier compared to the other two trims. But speaking of the battery, one of the reasons why it's justified for this car's weight is because the battery is part of the car structure. So it's not just a power source. That's full stop. No, it's part of the car structure. So it's more rigid, and it helps the car to be more stable. And we're currently in sporty mode. Yeah. So the suspension stiffens up a bit, but even though it stiffens up, it feels very comfortable. So there is a little bit of road noise, but mainly because we don't really hear anything. There's no engine noise, so all we can hear is the road noise.
There is no engine noise, so we are just hearing like muffled road noise.
Yeah, even though the noise isolation is good. It's pretty decent for this car. And for the driving experience, like how the livability, let's say, especially with the assist, okay, the lane assist, it helps with the car whenever, especially when you're tired, when you're having let's say a micro sleep episode. So it's one of those times where those features seem kind of useless, but it saves lives.
So me and Ani has experienced someone who's very experienced at driving this car, and to our surprise, he didn't hold back.
Yeah.
So he just started taking this car out and just went full launch. And I don't even know if that is the full launch, because we both were taken back. He was. It's just scary. It's just scary.
It's
That's
a
all I can
scary
say.
experience. It's a scary experience, but it just shows how this car is capable of. This car is really very capable. The thing is, since it's a Chinese car, it's made in China, so you know how China products, they have a bad reputation for being questionable reputation for being bad or being non-reliable. But as time goes on, China has made its, let's say, redemption. Okay, they're really advancing more than we've ever imagined for. And they've advanced even more than Tesla, dare I say. Yeah, since they gather their data info from how they say, they don't really get the data. They study other cars, other competitor cars, and with that information, this is the car with the technology that they come up with. It's very good. And since it's easy to drive, it feels luxurious. Since this car is big, you can really feel you have a presence in on the road. It doesn't really feel like, I would say, it doesn't feel like normal traffic. If someone who doesn't know BYD, especially in Malaysia, since it's not that popular yet.
Yeah, it's just newly introduced.
Yeah, it's very newly introduced, maybe over a year, I think, at Malaysia. So people who never seen BYD are gonna think that, whoa, I never seen that car. Maybe it's something like a Mercedes or even Porsche, since the front looks like a Taycan. But yeah, you have a presence that you're the big dog of the street. So how about next, since this is the performance package, it does the 3.8 second 0 to 60. How about we check that out?
Oh dear.
Okay. hang in there. Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Oh my god. Is that what 2,000 kilograms is like? Oh god.
This is 500 horsepower, 530 horsepower. Disclaimer that we've never driven anything, I've never driven anything past 200 horsepower. Most I've drove is 173 horsepower, and that was a Honda Accord. So to get to get this kind of level of, how to say this, almost supercar performance. Wow.
Yeah, that was scary.
That was a thrill. But if I could go more, if I can get a more open road, that's a scary experience. But the top speed limits at 180 kilometers. I'm sure there's someone somewhere out there who already bypassed that the speed limit cap by some software tweaking to get more of the potential
just
of the bonus.
modified version of this.
Yeah, it's like taking out Spider-Man's kindergarten system, you know, in the first Homecoming movie.
What?
You remember when Ned turned out the kindergarten system? Yeah, this is people can bypass this system for,
so you can go full all out. Yeah.
So certainly somewhere in China mostly, I think, already bypassed that system to get this car going. Because I think this car, with the performance it has, it can very much reach 180 miles per hour, which is 300 kilometers an hour.
Yeah, I can already imagine someone like using this to race.
Yeah. This is a with the performance. I would say it's a very good drag racing car.
Whether the Seal is worthy or not to rival its Western counterparts, that's up for you to decide. But from what we've seen, it is indeed a worthy contender. The interior, futuristic yet design-rich, complex in tech yet simple in its use. It makes for a very good luxury sedan, carrying passengers comfortably while being really quick. And do you know any cars that uses ocean creatures in its design philosophy? Betcha didn't. And huge thanks to the very kind people at BYD Auto for lending us this marvelous machine to us today. That being said, thanks for watching, and don't forget to build your dreams.